Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns as they match up with the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a chilly... Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. 44
Dalton, 1st and 10. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Squeeze. Watch the screen.
To throw here, Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Caught left side, Williams. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Andy Dalton, and that is incomplete. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns heading out, and the pressure squarely on the shoulders of number 6 in his second season now with the Browns. The number 1 overall pick in 2018, Baker Mayfield. On the run, this is Hilliard. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield forced out to his left. The Browns are in. Touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers. 300 yards on the nose, and it didn't matter what coverage they sent his way.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Dalton, man open left side. It's Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. 8-3 our score. Dalton sets up play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Boom! All day.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now Scarlett. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield will let it go deep for Beckham. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Dalton now to pass. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Devin White, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. 13 games going on here this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw, Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Go.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this...
That's caught inside the 20. Odell Beckham Jr. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Still first down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still second down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Here's Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A first scoring update now from Carolina. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and 12, Dalton. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final act of the first half. Dalton. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Hilliard. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Mayfield now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They turn to Scarlett again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Hey, watch the slant. Hurry. Point it right. Switch it. Hey, foxtrot.
Here's Mayfield. And he's brought down. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
Here we go with a player's spotlight, and we shine that spotlight on Andy Dalton. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, Hilliard. 15 yards on the play, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's got rope. Tyler Eifert. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They'll run. Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. So they'll try again with Anderson. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete right around the 8. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bullock's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defense. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He wants it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Devin White, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Dalton, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty...
And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. It's do or die for Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.